my
I
previous
still
one.
don't understand how people could think that Dunsparce should have evolved into Drampa. Like, the two have nothing alike.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't see it either.
Oh, by the way, Chris, I ended up showing I showed the video to Rio where you mentioned that you didn't think that Dunsparce looked like a snake, and he brought up hognose snakes.
uh,
So you're just kind of narrow-minded when it came to what you said there.
Let's see. Is there anything else we're gonna be doing before we do the crater, or?
Oh, right. We were going to take on all the classes at Naranja Academy.
Ah, right. Alright, so...
Because doing that unlocks some stuff here.
Right. So let's see.
In the meantime, Millie and I could probably just go around and rack up BB points for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be going to class while you slowly feed me BB points. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
I mean, it's not like I'm force-feeding you.
Right. However, letting your Pokemon out of its ball isn't such a great idea in some locations. For example, if you're floating on a cloud. It's not exactly brilliant ideal, especially with the Snorlax involved.
Forget Snorlax, what about Groudon or Cosmoem?
Fair point.
They're heavier still.
Yeah. Can anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walking along with you? A landmine? A radioactive lake? A garbage disposal facility?
Maybe if you have a Grimer or a Trubbish.
The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that?
Meanwhile, in Black 2 and White 2...
Counter response, apparently.
There's straight up a building in Humilao City where a posh old lady wants you to walk around with her Mienfoo inside of a building. And you can't leave said building.
Oh, fun. Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside buildings. So, it's not allowed regardless of the species.
But I thought in Legends Arceus we've discovered that Pokemon can change their size. I'm sorry, I am just ripping this discussion a whole asshole out of its own.
Oh gosh, something tells me you be the troubled child in this classroom.
Nah, it'd just be more like asking questions.
Yeah.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Hello again.
Good evening. Hello again. Good evening, Twitter. This is Eat That No.
Oh lord.
I never heard of a show called Eat That No.
No, there's a user on Twitter called Eat That. I'm gonna say the clean version. Eat That Cat.
Oh.
445.
You don't need to worry about the specifics. This is an 18 plus stream for the most part, I think, right?
Yeah. No need to worry about having to worry about sealing your lips on anything. If you're comfortable with saying it, go for it. With that said, be careful.
With this thumb. That's a Ratatouille reference.
I love Ratatouille.
Yes.
You can get them all around the table to make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Wow. Now, sometimes while you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in the basket next to your table. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say it together.
The womb. I mean, it's. I think it's been confirmed that Lugia gives live birth, so.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's funny. Eggs. Phew, you all got it right.
For the second, I thought I had to push this from a rated E game to a rated T game, or even rated M.
Oh my gosh, the highlight reel for this is gonna be such a treasure trove.
It's not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably
It's an
placed in the
E-rated
basket.
game, I can't tell you how it got there.
It comes out of a Pokemon's bum.
What if the Pokemon doesn't have an aft end? Like Magnemite.
You don't want to know where that comes from. Oh gosh.
Are you having fun?
Either that or my mind hasn't quite alerted yet, to which where everything is funny right now. Which could also equal to bad chemistry on that part. We all know how that
But
works.
we're in biology right now.
Chemistry, biology, it's all fake science in this world.
Wow.
Pokemon entrust us with their eggs because they believe in us. So I sure would be happy to see you all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Ugh. Whoops! My most important point came right as the bell rang. Well, see you all next time, I guess.
Just watch out for the Ditto.
Oh,
I'm still thinking about that comic that says, who are you? The little Pokemon is saying that and is like, I'm whoever you want to be, honey.
Why was I picturing that scene, but to like the very beginning of Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed?
I was watching some VeggieTales YouTube poops recently, and they're really funny.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hello,
But yeah,
hello
I'm
again.
I'm just picturing like the one who says "Who are you?" is the Milk Money Bandit, and then Ditto's Larry Boy.
Okay. Oh.
It's like, who are you? I'm anything you want me to be, honey. I am that hero.
That is actually really good. That is a good impersonation.
Thank you.
I seem to remember.
That's not the only one I could do after all. Are you familiar with that one meme of Spider-Man pointing at each other?
Yeah.
Well, somebody did that, but twofold. They replaced one Spider-Man head with Bulbasaur, one with Mew, one with Rhydon, and one with Arceus.
Right.
Because
oh,
all
yeah,
of them
he was
have...
the first Pokemon.
Yeah, because Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever created outside of the lore. Arceus is essentially Pokemon God. Mew has the DNA of every single Pokemon, making it the ancestor. And Bulbasaur is the first Pokemon in the National Dex and the Kanto Dex.
Yeah. So.
Somebody recently had to update that to include Rowlet because it was the first Pokemon in the Hisui Dex, which in lore is the first Pokedex ever to be put to written scripture.
Ooh.
I'm still, when you said Tom, I always think of the Book of Exodus is real in Pokemon. Dun dun dun!
Although with that said, Hisui just brings up a lot of issues with Pokemon evolutions because, like, okay, Porygon I can somewhat understand because it came through the space-time distortion, but where exactly were the evolutions to Onix, Golbat, and Eevee in Kanto, if that's the case? Like, if they were already registered in the first Pokedex ever written, where were they in Red and Blue?
Ooh, you make a good point.
And then there's the babies.
Oh.
Cleffa and Pichu weren't in Kanto either.
Yeah, not until literally the second generation got put into place.
And then Mime Jr. was introduced in Gen 4, along with Happiny.
This raises a lot of eyebrows.
And Magby all came from Generation 2 as well, along with Blissey.
Oh, God.
And then there's all the Gen 4 evolutions to Gen 1 Pokemon, like Licky Licky, Rhyperior, Tangrowth, Magnezone.
Oh, gosh, I can't wait until we get into history class. This is going to be one hell of a journey here.
I feel like this is the second coming of the Game Grumps thing that we did over in the Tag Tree Thicket.
Oh no. Shiny Pokemon appear at a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing?
Meanwhile, you got me on January 1st to manage to get 6 of them in one day. 4 of them appearing back to back.
Oh gosh, that is funny. That was one of those times where it would just, yeah, 1 in 4,000. How about we scratch that into 1 in 4?
Damn it, no, I'm just reminded of the time that I was really sleepy and was reading Horsey's Pokedex entry.
Oh no.
It's like, Horsey, the Dragon Pokemon!
Oh gosh.
That caused me to actually yawn.
Gosh. What was all that?
I don't know.
I was trying to say hello, hello again like usual, and then it came out hello, hello, hello.
So what you're saying is that your tongue slipped on its dick.
Yes. Gosh. Whew. And the topic for this class will be Pokemon forms.
Yes, bro has ascended. Are you good?
I'm fucking crying right now.
There's also a phenomenon called a form change, where a Pokemon appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclosaur, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First is the basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Second is the battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's its ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so we can ride on the back.
Does it mean that it just puts its tail up its own ass?
Now that I realize that, I now have even more questions that has to be asked now. So, to know that the throat sac is the wheel portion, how the frick does that work? Like, that really scares my throat, thinking that it goes around in a circle so loosely all of a sudden, and it's like,
Okay, it's just shaped like a wheel.
but it
It's
doesn't
not like
go.
Miraidon, where it just ends up having the... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say that the fact that the throat thing doesn't go round and round, then why does it form in what looks like a wheel? And let's not talk about the tail. I think that one right there is another scary story that I don't think I want to hear.
The tail, I think it just kind of curls up.
Yeah, but at the same time, too, the fact that it curls up, does that mean that it goes around in a circle as well? And how the hell does that...
It's kind of like the spiral of a shell.
Oh wait, yeah, exactly.
A shell?
Yeah,
No.
you've seen the ones that snails have, right?
Oh,
Like, animals like to throw up.
okay.
Their tails and whatnot.
Huh. That makes... well...
As for the throat sac thing, I think that's more so in reference to how some real-life lizards have like a little flap along the lower half of their body that they flare up for intimidation or maybe even for attracting mates.
Right.
Or a frog. You know, their throat things.
Oh, right. But that's more spherical than it is cylindrical.
Again, it's one of those things, knowing that the throat sac and the tail is how it forms the wheel and stuff like that, makes me question all of my senses of, like, how body parts work and stuff, and it makes me go,
At least he doesn't like you. At least he doesn't use it as wheels.
Chris,
Or else, too.
it's at this moment you realize we are in the biology class.
The one instance where it is actually biology and not just a tutorial.
And it's glad he runs on all fours and doesn't use wheels, or else I would be concerned.
Okay, I need to bring this up. Let me just find it again.
Oh dear.
'Cause, God, does this really bother me? With
Oh, no, what
Rotom. Let me just find the image again.
Oh boy. Here we go.
If you look at the voice chat stuff, this is the size for the appliances that Rotom is able to enter into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can find it. Pay attention to the size of that refrigerator.
Okay.
Because this is how big it is in the Pokedex image for
Versus
Rotom
how you
in the
feel with the
Blueberry... for the Blueberry Academy Dex. Like, what the fuck?
Don't remind me.
You shrunk.
Like, yeah, because which is confusing. Because like, how did he shrink that whole thing? Because like, you're supposed to control it, not like shrink it.
Huh.
Like, there are certain Pokemon that should not have had sizes affect them. Rotom's forms, I wholeheartedly feel, should have been one of those.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the jumbo one. The jumbo's even barely near that size either.
The Alpha's barely the size of a regular refrigerator. It's almost on par with, like, a little kitchenette.
Exactly. Like, huh? We have come for your next.
We can all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch.
I know that you were trying to say nectar, Millie, but it cut off so it sounds like you said, we have come for your neck.
Damn. I guess we're choosing violence then.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name's Sign, and I will be your math teacher. Sorry. Sorry to put you...
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh, gosh. Are you all caught up on your studies of Pokemon type matchups? For example...
You aren't.
Yeah, no need to drill any harder than it has been. It's already went through the frickin' sheetrock.
Yeah, Mr. Electric's weak to fighting.
Oh, wow. For example, grass is strong against water, and water is strong against... phew. My brain was like, wait, what? And it's like, no, wait, she's right, hold on, don't.
She
Oh,
right,
we were
she
about to have
right.
another.
I was
Here we go again.
I was about to lose my shit here, and it's like, no, wait, she right. We talked about this literally the first episode of this. Frickin' whenever she picked Quaxley, and I picked
Spregatito.
and I was like, wait, why did she pick
That's
water?
Not what I said.
Spregatito.
Sprig. Say Sprig.
Sprig.
Got.
E.
Toe.
Toe. Spregatito. Okay.
You just have.
Okay. Do you know cat in Spanish? It's just small little sprig of cat.
Kitten is gatito.
Despacito.
Spregatito.
No, none of that.
I mean, if it helps him to remember, then I'm not opposed.
I am.
Bearing in mind that water is strong against fire, with the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? It doubles.
It's doubled.
That's right. I knew I could count on you for this question, Blackcross.
I don't know if she mentions this or not, but if you use that Pokemon move, Water Gun, on a Pokemon that, like, say for instance, if that fire type was also either ground or rock type, it would have been quadruple damage.
Oh.
And also you can't forget same type attack bonus, but I'm not sure if she goes into that.
Yeah.
Using moves of a type that
Anyway.
your opponent is weak is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves of a type that your opponent is resist to isn't very effective. It divides the damage to your moves by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss
Dendra.
Dendra's battle study territory, of course, but I thought it best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun even for those of you who don't much like the subject, don't you think? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too.
Would you say that between the teachers in-game and me, that that you're learning a lot?
I think so, yeah.
You're gonna learn, damn it, whether you want to or not.
Buying tasty bread or choosing new clothes, even just window shopping is so much fun.
Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. Chris's shopping. I let Grover out of the cage.
What?
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 You seriously never heard that meme?
No.
I certainly hadn't heard of it until now, and you just pulled me and Grover into the subject.
Hang on. I'm talking about this one.
Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture.
Okay, I hadn't heard that one. Which one's that from?
I don't know. If I had to make an educated guess, it was probably American Dad.
Oh, well, that would explain it, because I don't really...
It's Family Guy. It was like Lois's dad.
Close enough. They're made by the same guy.
Oh.
Ah. Oh my, is that the frickin' bell again? Dadgummit, what a shame. Oh well, looking forward to the next class, y'all.
The fuck?
Chris, your Uncle Remus is showing.
I don't know why. I don't know why. That's kicking in. Oh, gosh. Perhaps you have seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battle before a critical hit. When a Pokemon's attack lands as a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would.
Combine that with it being a super effective move on a Pokemon that is quad weak to it, and the same type attack bonus.
It insta-kills it almost.
Mac, let's not confuse him. Let's not confuse him.
Hey, you're the one who brought up stab.
Yeah.
Yes, but my point is, we're already overloading his brain. We don't need to make it explode.
How do you know it ain't
But
already...
I want his head to look like spaghetti.
Thanks, Mac.
You're not going to pour watermelon with a hammer.
I kid. I kid, okay?
The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. Why, moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. Do they?
Yeah, and then if you factor in Focus Energy or the newly introduced Dragon Energy with the Dragon type, it gets
You mean
spicy.
Dragon
Or
Cheer?
Scope Lens. Oh yeah, sorry, Dragon Cheer. And then there's also Scope Lens and Razor Claw, which do the same thing.
The league specifically for one Pokemon.
Right. Okay. For crying out loud, that stupid bell! Would someone please just shoot it with a shotgun?
God dang it.
Why am I so sassy with her?
Now, as you were saying, Cell.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at something. Focus Energy actually, or not Focus Energy, Chris actually ignores stat drops, so if you just spam Draco Meteor with a high crit rate, on what the people theorize that Kinker is a really good abuser of it. If you spam Draco Meteor, which drops your special attack by 2 stages, if it has a Pokemon that used Dragon Cheer as his partner, because Dragon Cheer works in double battles, and as a Scope Lens and Sniper, which Sniper increases the crit damage even more.
Okay.
It doesn't care about its stat drops because it just kills everything that isn't a fairy. And then it has Flash Cannon for fairies.
Daggum.
So basically, yeah.
There's a lot of factors when it comes to the stuff
I thought
like
it
that.
also had Gunk Shot.
No, it does not. Well, I'm looking up some.
Really, with a nozzle like that? I'm surprised it doesn't.
It has Octazooka for some reason.
Oh.
Probably some sort of egg move or whatever.
Yeah, it is. Well, for Octazooka at least. Let me just look.
Actually, come to think of it, it doesn't really make sense for it to have it in this game since Remoraid isn't in it.
Oh, I just realized Dragon Cheer does the same thing as Focus Energy, except it only raises it by 2 stages. 2 stages of your Dragon type, but it works so you free up a move slot on the Pokemon that wants the high crit rate.
Okay. Also, too, do you
That's
smell
interesting.
bacon?
No.
Oh, that's my brain
No,
frying.
because,
Okay, never mind.
I was going to say, why are you asking us? None of us are in your room. And then you said your brain frying, so yeah, that tracks.
Also, are you saying that you literally have pork for brains?
No, it's pork butt.
Oh, so you're saying that his brain is likened to a rump roast?
Oh, gosh.
Probably.
This entire stream has been nothing more than just a pure improv session. That's what that is. This isn't learning with Black Cross. This is improv with Black Cross.
I'm not even doing
No,
improv. I'm
this
just
is
having a
Black Cross
discussion.
he laughs at it anyway.
We're just saying some random shit and laughing at it is what we're doing.
Well, you are.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
I might just be mixing this up with something else. I am completely okay with having this be the case, but for some reason, whenever I think of midterm, I just think of pregnancies.
Okay.
You
It
do
doubles.
you, I guess.
Yeah, it does double damage. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it is hit? That would be half damage.
God, I really am the Chugga Conroy of this group.
Dang.
Your mind's literally just that of Psyduck right now. It's just like,
Yep, literally right now. My mind's just like, it is cooking to a point to where it is now black. And it won't be long before it will be undigestible. Hello again,
it's
everyone.
Black Cross, am I right?
Black Crisp. Next class will be the last of our time together. So show up
Last of our
100%.
time.
Lord Almighty, the time pums. Time pums? Time puns. Gosh.
So, seeing that she's a rock specialist, would that mean that this is Schoolhouse Rock?
Well, it ain't no school of rock, that's for sure. Oh gosh. First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power of 100 by 1.5, making its power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move type then doubles that power of 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being triple. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon Terrestrialize... Oh no, we're entering in this territory now. And a Terra type matches one of the original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of that same type increases from 1.5 to 2.
This was also before the Stellar type was added.
Oh gosh. Final exam time, yay!
This is literally your mood right now. Overall enthusiasm, overall enthusiasm, overall enthusiasm. Yeehaw!
Oh
Tell
Lord.
you what, whichever teacher we go to next, I'll be the one to read it.
I know which one I'm gonna let. I know exactly which one, and I know for a fact that it's the art teacher, Mr. Hassel, or is it Hassel or Hansel?
Yeah, it's Hassel.
Okay. You were the one that voice acted him, so this one's your go.
That Ditto in the background's just like, ah!
Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Some Flora found in Artisan. Many of you who challenged the Artisan Gym have no doubt familiarized yourselves with these sculptures.
Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Haas's class. Old Haas is a man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Haas that I was able to establish my current art style.
Oh dear, Brassy. I've nothing against reminiscing about the old times, but today I hope you will guide class in a way you only can.
Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss that Haas mentioned surrounding,
Surrendering.
surrendering some flora? Can anyone here tell me what my mood was when I crafted this detached expression?
I think it was happy as the correct answer.
No. Completely and utterly wrong.
Dang.
When I
It's
made...
been a while since I've done this
Incorrect.
class, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Incorrect buzzer.
When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition.
Mm.
Hence the name Surrendering Some Flora.
That's exactly it, Haas. When I started out as an artist, I experienced my many hardships. I even began deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to depression. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But all of my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Haas. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details, but in the end I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora.
Remarkable. Even I did not know the full story until now.
This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your head crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all for me. I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Haas. And farewell to your pupils as well.
Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class. Thank
Oh, here we go.
you so much!
I knew we were...
That was ball.
Part of me knew we were going to see this emotional side again.
Yep.
Aw, man, imagine if I did that with the weird, like, orbital effect on my voice mod.
Oh no.
You know, hang on, I'm gonna pull that up real quick, just for demonstration purpose.
Oh no.
I want to hear it.
Are they okay? I'm gonna say black cloth.
I was afraid you were gonna pull the Lumiere bit too. Oh gosh. Oh man.
This is horrible! Therefore, the great monster's infestation must end! But like this, what can I do? I don't even have arms to hold up a sword! Oh! Cogsworth, is that you? Cogsworth! Cogsworth! Is that
I was worried if... I'll be honest, Chris, I was worried I might need to call Daniel.
Oh, that would have been bad if that happened.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, was a segment in which where Black Cross literally almost died.
The day that Black Cross died.
I truly felt lightheaded there. Oh, gosh.
First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassius' story that I simply couldn't help but contain my emotions. My apologies for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material from today's class. I am now just picturing, like, Hassel and Time in the same room together, and, like Time's doing that one thing that Edna from The Incredibles did to Helen. It's like, pull yourself together!
At this point, she has to scold almost everyone in there.
Oh man, that's funny.
I imagine it's, what do the kids say these days? Ahem. A very fleek selfie spot.
Never use that phrase again, my friend. This does not beseech you well.
I am sorry, I'm not too familiar with the Instatox and TikTubes.
Gosh.
1 week later.
Audio test. Audio test. Yep, that picked that up. Wouldn't be a stream with the classic belch and all.
Well,
Do you think maybe we could do battle studies next?
Sure.
I mean, I do voice Dendra after all.
Okay, no problem.
Unless Millie wants to do it.
I am not good at it.
Oh hey, there's Arvisman Bostiff!
Oh yeah, I see that. I was like, Mabostov, where?
It's kind of weird that this is the first generation of meta that we have had with only one dragon fire type since Gen 5.
Huh.
Because subsequently, Charizard had a fire dragon mega form.
Right.
And then Generation 7 introduced Turtonator, which was fire dragon. And neither one of them show up in this gen.
Oh boy, give me my Turtonator back.
The Terra Raid Pokemon you'll face off against in Terra Raid battles are crazy tough. No kidding.
God, if they ever drop another mighty legendary raid, I'm leaving.
Watch as it's Arceus.
Good lord, I would cry.
Oh,
No,
God.
imagine Arceus with the stellar typing.
And it has a chance to be a shiny.
If it had the chance to be shiny, that would be the only reason I'll actually do it.
Before we continue on, we have a commenter basically saying, honest opinion, how do you feel about Pal World?
You mean that game that's essentially Pokemon meets Ark Survival?
Yeah, the quote-unquote rip-off
We
people
know
are
what you're
saying.
going to call it. We know what
I'm
you're
the
going to
same.
call it, but it's more so just... It's more mixed with Ark Survival than it is just any gun game.
Yeah.
My opinion is that, like, I never played it, but I say it looks fun. Just need to work on the designs a bit more.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've seen people do redesigns, and those look nice, and it just... The designs don't, like, bothers me. Because, like, some of them's, like, I can't look at it without thinking of a certain Pokemon because of how it specifically looks.
Yeah, Boltmane's literally Luxray. They have a Grass Rabbit that is just Cinderace with a type swap. Lavander's literally just a slutty Salazzle.
We can
And we have
continue
that
on the
one Pokemon.
list, but in my personal opinion, the game looks good. Do not get me wrong, it does look good.
Exactly. That's what
But the problem
It's
is that it's not really doing itself any favors because we've already got people that are doing similarities between the two sides and stuff. And when you look, the line between similarities gets bigger and bigger, and the ideology of being able to escape from, like, possible lawsuit becomes smaller and smaller.
it doesn't
Because it's one of those things where it's like, after learning about how lawsuits could work and stuff like that for copyright infringement and stuff, I started to realize this company is going to get screwed because of how Nintendo and Pokemon Company work.
Yeah, you're working with the highest grossing multimedia franchise in the world here.
Not only that,
Bigger
Also,
than
it doesn't kinda
Disney,
help.
bigger than Hello Kitty, Pokemon's the biggest.
and not only that, but
Also,
these are relentless lawyers we're talking about. These people are the most... What would be the word to use for up people's asses when it comes to any form of infringement whatsoever?
I'm gonna end this fool's entire career.
Yeah, but it's like, if there's even a remote fan base type game, even if it's just for fun, not for profit or anything like that, they will shut that down gosh. Either way you look
It
at
happened
it.
with Pokemon Uranium.
Yeah,
It happened with
Oh, don't
Pixelmon.
remind me.
it's one of those things where it's like, the company that made Pal World is in hot water right now, and that is going to be turned up even more so should they get a restraining order or something like that coming up, because right now it's being investigated, and that
Why would there be a restraining order?
not restraining order, whatever you call it,
DMCA would be the appropriate thing to use,
Yeah.
term-wise.
that's what it is, yeah. But it's one of those
Yeah,
things. It's one of those things where it's like, the game looks fine, and I personally don't have any problem with it. The problem is that the company that made it is going to be in more trouble should the company decide to retaliate because of it, you know? And they will. They will. They're just right
it
now
doesn't
in the
help.
quote-unquote investigation stage, which will probably quickly evolve into an actual court case.
Evolve like a Pokemon.
But so technically not just Power World, because technically they had a history of, like, having some AI related stuff, and plus one of their games is technically a Breath of the Wild ripoff, apparently.
Yeah,
Well,
I read that
I wouldn't
too.
necessarily say that it's a ripoff. I mean, from what I understand, the sound effects are public use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, because, like, I think, like, someone also pointed out some of the models of the power monsters are taken off certain Pokemon. I could be wrong.
Oh, I just remembered something on the topic of public use.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it again. It
All right.
technically counts as fair use. You don't need to worry about copyright anymore.
That's true.
No, not the Mickey Mouse. I had a feeling it was gonna be
Rocks
about.
dub. Legal disclaimer, Disney had nothing to do with this dub. This is just an immature 37-year-old man doing a bunch of crappy impressions over an old cartoon that is now public domain.
Yeah,
Please
but,
don't
like,
sue. Haha, oh
okay,
boy,
however, their
etc.
fan base is a bit annoying.
Can I just say something real quickly?
Go ahead.
This feels so weird watching this, even knowing the factor that this is under fair use and everything like that. It just feels so weird us being able to watch this without any worry whatsoever. It just feels weird to me, you know?
You think that's bizarre? I've seen sneak peeks of a version of this with color.
Oh, that would
They
be even
made Mickey's
interesting.
shorts blue.
Okay, green I would understand because the very technical, real color Disney cartoon, Mickey's shorts were green for some reason, and then they just transformed them into red. Why blue?
Probably
if I
to
ask.
make it look more like a sailor's outfit.
Okay.
Yeah. Seems like it's fun, but the fandom's a bit annoying.
Oh no, my bucket!
It's like you can make one major, like one
Really?
later critique about it. Yeah,
We're reacting to this.
I see it. Not, who made this
Who's
up?
this little asshole? What the fuck? Was he made of taffy?
Oh, my scoliosis!
What the hell are you doing? I'm trying to take a dump down there! I got a finish in my pants. Who's making poop noises? Oh God, it went back in! Ah!
Oh, wow, no gag reflex. No wonder Goofy likes you.
You know what else I love? Throat splinters.
Come on, buddy, I'm trying to get laid.
Oh man, that can't be good.
I wonder if his jaw is breakable. Oh! Hey, Minnie, come here. You can see right through him. This is awakening something violent within me. Look at all these instruments of pain. Oh, boy, the things I could do with these. I could use this mallet to smash that goose's skull, but no, I'm just gonna play these kitchen utensils for the next 20 seconds. Oh, boy. Man, I wish those pots on the wall were, you know, like animals' faces or something. Ooh, yeah, that was me yawning due to how bored I am. Hey, did you know that smoking is good for you? It's 1928 or 29, and this is something we believe. Isn't that stupid? Oh, I've always wanted to ruin a family.
Hey, what's going on here? I'm trying to feed my children. I'm very poor.
Oh, I love getting kicked. Step on me, Mr. Mouse. No, step on me. Step on all of us. Smush us to bits.
I want my body donated to a high school biology class.
Hey, kids, shut up. I'm trying to play with your mama's titties.
Who are you?
Penny for your thoughts.
It was interesting at first, but then whenever he started playing the pots and pans and the animals, it got a little dark there. It's like, okay, I get you. Public domain, we can say whatever we want. That doesn't mean we want you to. You know what I mean?
He actually has a response video in regards to that too.
Oh, he does. Okay, let's see. I'm curious what his.
It's been an interesting few weeks for my dub of the now public domain Steamboat Willie. Now, it didn't go viral by any means, but for the current state of my YouTube channel, this is a win. I'll take it.
What the hell is this, a Bible?
It's a block of tobacco.
He is chewing on a brick of tobacco.
That's tobacco. I think it's chewing tobacco.
Help, I'm drowning in a sea of comments from people that don't know what jokes are.
That is okay, but... It is making fun of everything Disney works so hard to make. The swearing is just not appropriate. Mickey is a kid's cartoon, not someone for adult to abuse and take advantage of.
Oh, you mean like how Mickey Mouse took advantage and abused this mother pig? Also, did you know that Steamboat Willie premiered before a movie called Gang War? You know, a little gang war. For the kids.
Okay, nerd. That's me on my motorcycle because I'm cool.
Sorry, but I am not a nerd. I am a full-fledged adult and a teacher who grew up with all things. Disney and I have also someone who believes in keeping things the way they are meant to be and not corrupting them through foul language and other things like that. What if a child were to stumble upon this video? All of their hopes and dreams would have just been crushed. I can see how everything is up for fair game, but how can you just completely blacken and destroy his name and everything he stood for and worked for? If somebody was to make fun of your name or to make fun of you, or even belittle you or anything like that in any way, I got a feeling you would be quick to say something to them. If somebody was messing with you or your family, I bet you would be quick to defend them. So why would you do that to somebody else? Clutching those pearls, are ya? Oh, I'm not done. I have a challenge for you. If you are going to do something like this, make it something worthwhile and not full of inappropriate language, slang, or anything else. Everyone that says this is funny does not know what true comedy is. This isn't comedy. This is basically just taking something and adding swear words and other things like that just because you can. I challenge you to remake this and to truly think about what the artist might have been wanting to say and what they would be saying that doesn't use any sort of foul language that is meant for only the bathroom. Be more like me. Someone who only says fuck when I'm taking a shit.
Hi, welcome to your intervention. I'm one of the world's top therapists who works exclusively with Disney adults who just need to lighten up. Because nobody should take my silly dub of Steamboat Willie this seriously.
Yeah, about to say, I was like,
if Walt Disney made Mickey Mouse do all of this stuff, then he probably would have found my dub funny. Especially the Paul Blart Mall Cop bits. Those were his favorite films. We all think it's time that you remove this flawless, angelic image of Walt Disney that you've put so highly on this pedestal. Touch grass, and not just the grass at Disneyland. Thank you.
Actually, Walt Disney died in 1966, making it impossible for him to be a fan of the Paul Blart Mall Cop films. The person who made this video is stupid, and I am smart. This is my smart person crown.
Also, this version of Mickey Mouse, definitely on the flight log.
The person who made this video is stupid, and I am smart.
Translation, he does not give a shit. Gotcha.
It'd be like that.
I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong, you know. There has been worse cases that early Mickey Mouse has done. I know whenever I first saw that cartoon of the dynamite thing, my response was, Mickey, no, you have so much to live for! And then all of a sudden the smoke cleared and I saw the blackface and I'm like, that's worse! It's just one of those things where I just go, oh gosh, wow.
Mickey does not want to remember that era.
A fun fact on the topic of things being worse. I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but when Jungle Book was in development, Disney dodged a bullet on the casting of King Louie.
Oh God, what was King Louie?
What'd they do?
Well, you know how he was voiced by Louis Prima in the final product, right?
Oh
yeah.
No, what happened?
There was originally talk of getting King Louie to be voiced by Louis Armstrong. However, Disney dodged a bullet and had him voiced by somebody else because it would not look good on him to have an African-American character playing the orangutan that wanted to be like a human.
Good boy.
Okay.
This has been interesting information with Mechachu. Tune in next time to hear Millie say,
Jesus Christ. Gonna give him a surprise.
"Aw, man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time." Dendra, where would you have a Terra raid den here in the school?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I want to know. Where'd you get it?
Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals.
Wait, no, don't leave. To answer the question.
Let's see.
I've actually already used it before, so
the fact that you had it ready what surprised me.
I'll provide the clip that it's used in.
Oh gosh.
Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra shield. Unless if it's gonna be an absolute loss either way, just sabotage your entire team by having all of them focus on one of your party members. It has happened to me before. It is sad.
It's sad whenever you're the main target too. I'm talking about my perspective.
I was just about to suggest that we do some hands-on practice, but that's the bell.
Wait, where's the terror raid? You mentioned the terror raid last time.
I don't know why, but I got that clip from your highlight reel of Kingdom Hearts 2 going on in my head where you included that chant from the Smurfs over the Heartless. You know, the one that is like, la, 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 la.
I remember now.
I don't know why, but I kind of picture this guy having like your Zigbar voice.
Oh, you mean this voice?
Yeah.
Part of me wants to make it a little bit more gusto, if you get my say-so.
Gusto?
You know, a little gusto. You know, a little bit more roughen up voice.
Gusto, you mean?
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I see we have some energetic youth ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Zargo. Your time here with me will be spent attaining knowledge and skill indispensable for daily life.
Would that count as a handlebar mustache?
I think so. It looks it. But it's more square, though, admittedly.
Also, his mustache looks like the upper jaw of Entei. Moving on.
You will also gain something called mill powers, which can provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the experience points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will...
You're making him sound like Mojo Jojo!
What?
He sounds like Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls!
I use Mojo Jojo. I can't even now. I can't even.
I was like, who is he? Why does his voice sound so familiar to something I heard in the past? And then it clicked with me, and it's like, oh my god!
Oh gosh. Okay, trying to. Gosh. I slowly went from Sigmar to Mojo. Great. Let me see. Master Blackcross, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers?
Now he sounds like Mr. Harriman from Foster's.
Gosh! Boy, are we pulling a swerve of just character improv here. Put away your phones at once.
But Mr. Sakura, it's a family emergency!
I don't care, put down the phone! Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me...
yeah, I wonder who it is.
I wonder,
man,
indeed.
He's throwing him under the bus.
He tells...
class right now.
Yeah. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary art. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Blackcross, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal power? Gee, you almost let it slip.
Arven?
Arvin.
Oh gosh.
Look back.
I feel like I should do that just to see what would happen.
Do it.
We're doing it.
There we go. Bro's like, wait a minute.
I cannot disclose the identity of the certain male student who enjoys the culinary arts. It's me very well.
Well, that definitely perked his attention.
I was like, oh no.
It may very well be Arvin, but it may not be.
I get the feeling the highlight reel for this one is going to be pretty long.
Hold on. Ooh, that made me lightheaded there. Okay.
Do I need to call Daniel?
Nah, it's fine. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers. Gosh, I can't now. Your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, it may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increasing effectiveness.
As promised, Herbie went out, put sandwich in your mouth.
This implies more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action.
What was it that you said, Millie?
Heavy would be proud.
Oh.
I am sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwich in the future. The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I would like to ask of you, do not pray too deeply. Or plan too deeply, should I say. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Get lost!
Okay, before we continue with the next class, head over to the kiosk.
Oh no.
Okay.
It also helps us with figuring this stuff out because you're also gonna need to focus on this stuff as well if you want to complete the quests with the classes.
Oh, okay.
I just thought we'd get through the classes themselves first.
Alright.
I would have loved if Arvin appeared just right after class, and it's like, why you gotta call me out like that?
I have seen many a trainer walking about with adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable.
Or as 3 big engines would say,
Disgraceful.
disgusting, despicable.
Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ahem, Master Blackcross.
Oh.
What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it up?
Clean it up.
Perfectly correct! I knew I
on
could
the
count on...
Good.
I knew I could count on you to provide me with such
Okay,
an
but what
answer.
if it's a Reller door? what if it's a Reller though?
Oh gosh.
What if it's a Reller?
Forget Relor, what if it's Grimer or Muck?
How do you clean them? Just stir them in frickin' cauldron of soap and water and hope it shines up after it comes out?
Well,
when your
You can clean a pile of splooge as much as you want, but in the end, you're just gonna have a clean pile of splooge.
And also, too, does Trebuch ends up becoming just shiny trash?
He said that it wouldn't become a shiny Pokemon.
Well, I mean, it's trash. What are you supposed to do with trash? It's hard to clean trash without throwing it away. Know what I mean?
I guess.
The term clean trash means throwing out the trash. What else would you do? I'm making fun of the poor thing. I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah, I used a Garbodor at one point.
I love Garbodor.
Oh, God. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you
Good.
Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I
Like
will
Grimer and Muck.
though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always a kind thing to do. That is it for today. Farewell. Oh gosh, almighty.
He slowly went from being Hispanic to paradised French.
Bonjour, mes amis. He's got the mustache.